And I'm trying to think what those were, but I think version 4 was, yes, there was a man taken away from our flight, but we searched him and questioned him and found nothing. There was another man taken away from another flight, and he's being held or something like that. And version 5 was, yes, we took someone away, but it was due to having some agricultural issue with bringing food in the country or something like that. I can't remember it exactly, but I lay it out well in my blog.
Oh, so now the bomb-sniffing dog, is a agriculture food-sniffing dog.
Right. And I think they even said that man was also from another flight, I believe.
Okay, now here's the big issue. You and other people saw this guy led away. There have been quite a few of your fellow passengers say, no, we saw him. They ushered us out for our safety. So they started having to change their story. This is a huge story, one of the biggest out there. The FBI is on this full time. They know what's going on. Why are they being dishonest? And how do we investigate this when the investigators themselves are engaged in clear obstruction of the truth?
Well, I don't know how else to take it. It's either utter incompetence or intentionally hiding something, and I don't know how to take it, but I can see why they don't want to comment on it, and their story keeps changing because there's really no other explanation besides
now, when the
two.
FBI came to your house, or came to your office last week, Tuesday, because I talked to you right after they'd been there. You were live on the radio with us right after they left. You brought up the guy in orange in Detroit in customs. You brought up the sharp-dressed man in Amsterdam helping the reported bomber get on the plane. You brought up all of this. You said just show the footage. And still, we're now, 8-9 days into this, and we still haven't seen the Amsterdam footage.
Exactly, and I'm really not too happy with that. If somebody robs a bank or holds up a gas station, well, there's video footage of the incident on the 11 o'clock news, usually that very night. If I'm not correct, well, show the video. What are you hiding? Show the video. Show that, hey, Mr. Haskell's not correct here.
That's right, because they've been telling you you didn't see that. They didn't say, according to the press reports I've seen, and correct me if I'm wrong, they didn't say, oh, we'll look at that. They just said, no, there was no one helping him, which is very suspicious, instead of just putting the footage out.
Right. If there, in fact, is footage, which I believe they said they've already reviewed, and they think that I'm wrong, well, just put it out there and show that I'm wrong.
Well, you would think everyone...
2-3 minutes long.
You know the media is clamoring to see the underwear bomber.
Oh, absolutely.
So where is it? I mean, the people demand it.
Well, and also, why aren't we seeing the video of when he's going through metal detector, passport check, and boarding? They have all these videos, or you would think. I mean, this is a modern airport. You would think they would have video of all this of some sort.
Well, Kurt, I know you don't. I know you don't like to speculate.
Sure.
But having the FBI come to your office, having them not want to discuss these issues, now seeing them tell 5 different stories, all of this stinks to high heaven. We've had other high-profile bombers that get on planes who were also shuttled on and protected. From my research, this has all the earmarks of a provocateur operation, or where the underwear bomber thought he was part of a drill or something. We've seen previous things. Then this is used to sell the domestic police state, to sell new wars, to sell body scanners in the airports that literally record a naked image of your body 360. Everyone's resisting this now. And then right on time, right as the body scanners were scheduled to go in January nationwide. That was already scheduled, folks. They're saying on the news, oh, now we're doing this. Yeah, these $1 million machines. No, I went and looked it up. They were scheduled to go in the additional 214 airports. They were in less than 20 in the U.S. before. Now they're going in nationwide at all major airports, right on time with this happening, Mr. Haskell.
Well, I can't comment on that. Even myself just coming out and stating what I saw over and over again, I have a significant portion of the country that are just continually taking shots at me, left and right. Obviously I can't make any comments on something that...
No, I understand. But clearly on record, you're calling for a real open investigation of all of this.
I've wanted ever. I have no agenda at all. That's all I've stated ever. You know, I was almost blown to bits. Very close. I just want an open and honest investigation.
Is this beginning to appear as a cover-up to you?
Well, how else can I take it when I put out a blog or post somewhere and then the customs spokesperson immediately refutes it, so I put out another statement. The story
Stay
changes.
Stay there. Got a break. It is Sunday, January 3rd, 2010. I'm going to open the phones up and also cover a lot of the financial news, what's happening with government control of health care, big developments on that front. We're going to open the phones up for first-time callers here at the beginning of this new year, 2010. We do this occasionally, at least once a week, a chance for new listeners or people who've never been able to get on the air to get involved. 888-201-2244. 888-201-2244, or locally in Central Texas, 512-646-1776, 888-201-2244. Okay, Kurt Haskell, one of the survivors of Flight 253 with the underwear bomber, you were finishing up with saying, I'm just glad to be alive. I'm just trying to tell the truth of what I saw. And I was asking the question, is this an ongoing cover-up, and how do we have a real investigation if the government charged with investigating are the ones covering up?
Well, that's a good point, and I just want to state, how else am I to take it when every time I put something out in the media, a new story comes out? This has happened, they've had 5 versions of this story. All I can think is, they want to put misinformation out there to refute what I'm saying, or it's just gross incompetence, and they can't figure out what actually is going on. I mean, what explanation is there besides that? I don't know. I don't know what else to say on that. But, I'm just glad to be alive. I'm trying to get the story out there, and I just want a full investigation. I know a lot of people are taking shots at me. I really can't understand why. I've put my entire career... It's
called COINTELPRO, sir. Sir, it's on record. The government has hundreds of thousands of private corporations and contractors, hundreds of thousands working for private contractors, who go out and just throw out disinfo or blather on anything key. The fact that you're getting all this heat shows that your information is key, and your story continues to be verified by other eyewitnesses, and now they've had to change their story. So, you have the credibility.
Right, and by the way, my story regarding the orange-dressed man was verified on Fox News by a fellow passenger, Daniel Husinga, and I posted the video on my wife's blog if anyone wants to see it. And my story regarding the sharp-dressed man could easily be verified, too, just by showing us the Amsterdam video. Let's see it. You know what? And if it doesn't show what I say, fine. I'll eat crow. I'll admit I was wrong, but I'm very confident it'll show what I think it does.
Kurt, give us your blog, your wife's blog.
I believe it's haskellfamily.blogspot.com. I believe it's the exact address.
We put links up.
I believe it's on your website.
Yes, we've written stories and posted stories that have links to your blog, your information, you and your wife's blog at Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com. Well, later in the week, if we can, by the way, listeners, it looks like we are going to have Lord Monckton on to cover what happened with ClimateGate and where the globalists are going on that front tomorrow. But just a program note, I would like to be able to get you back up later in the week. By then we'll be to story change number 10, Mr. Haskell. So I hope you'll join us later in the week.
I'll be happy to come on whenever you want me on, and whenever the listeners want to hear from me. Anytime.
We've got 1 minute left. Anything else you'd like to add?
Just one thing. I've taken a lot of shots for me appearing on your show a couple times, and I really don't understand it because I tell, I have the same story no matter what show I'm on, if it's TV, if it's radio, if it's a news reporter, it's the same story. And I really don't understand that. And
they want to isolate everybody and not have all of us communicating. They want to be the gatekeepers who says who can talk to who can do what.
And just one other statement on that point. Every single request that I've gotten, I've complied with. Every interview, every show, radio or TV, I don't discriminate. Not that I don't like your show, but I'm just pointing that out to the people that are taking shots at me.
Well, I just wouldn't spend your time even responding to the government operatives. Most of them are, sir. Kurt Haskell, thank you so much for spending time with us, and we'll talk to you again coming up later in the week. Say hi to your wife for me.
No problem, Alex. Anytime.
Take care. There goes Kurt Haskell. We'll come back.